Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your October 2025 Tarot and Oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you. Only take what resonates. If it doesn't feel quite right, just leave it for another Virgo out there. And in the meantime, if you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Virgos and cross watchers to pray for you, simply say hello in the comment section. You can leave an emoji if you're a little more shy. And that gives us something that represents your energy that we can focus on. Lastly, if you're feeling generous, you feel like this is a cool reading and you enjoy this channel, please share, please like, please subscribe if you've been here before and you haven't joined the family. All right, so we have the first message out. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change, Virgo. And then we have enthusiasm, and it flew out very enthusiastically too, right? I love doing the cards this way because it removes my ego completely, but also it allows them this way to express themselves, right? So if they kind of like float on out versus jump out, you know, pay attention. It's really interesting to see it that way. Enthusiasm, a new start. This is how we make the hand gesture to empower the message. We put our ring finger together with our thumb. And goes on to say, I start afresh and taste the beginner's eagerness. This is dedicated to the spirit of new beginnings. It helps at the start of things, Virgo, like a new project or when you plan a change in your circumstances. It activates the energies needed for getting down to it, for keeping going, for patience, and for optimism. I love it. That's awesome. All right. Virgo, what's coming towards you October 2025? Make it clear. What's coming towards my Virgos? So we're going to get a general idea of where the energy is going, Virgo, and then we'll unpack the cards further and get more details. Ooh, I love that card. There we go. Quick succession. Boom. Okay. Man, you know, I just did Leo's reading and they had the Ace of Swords in the same spot. They had the same enthusiasm card. So I don't know if you guys are collaborating with any Leos at all, but I would say you are going to be seeing eye to eye if that's the case. You're going to be in simpatico, as they say. We start with the Magician. This is the major manifesting energy. So know that you are empowered to go in many different directions right now. I always think of the Magician kind of like, remember, did any of you guys read those Choose Your Own Adventure books? Remember reading? Do you remember when you used to read? I haven't read a book in years. It's not on purpose. But yeah, the Choose Your Own Adventures book, you come to a point in the chapter where you got an option to go this way, that way, or this way. And they would have page numbers associated to whatever direction you wanted to take the story, right? So this is kind of like Choose Your Own Adventure. You're in a point right now, Virgo, in your life where you have a lot of choice, right? You have a lot of choice in how you deal with things and what actions you want to take. And it doesn't surprise me. We have the Oracle card about new beginnings, right? And you also have this indication a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. This is cool. I feel like you're bringing it into your life. We have a healing card here. This is the card of recovery. So whether it's emotional healing or even financial, that's a great sign. This is Six of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Wands, feeling very much in your convictions about this. This is empowering your self-belief around something. We have another Seven of Pentacles. This is, I think these two go hand in hand. This is like, I'm feeling convinced of this. I'm feeling in my convictions about this because of what I've experienced. The fork in the road where you can look into your past, all the lessons you've learned, and all the effort you've put forth into something, and you've seen the harvest or the crop that has grown from it so far. Knowing that, you have enough information to go on what to expect in the future if you keep things going the same way, right? So this is a fork in the road. Again, you're at that place in the chapter of Choose Your Own Adventure where you can choose which direction. And you have a lot of perspective at this point. That's what it's saying. We have the Four of Swords, another kind of quietly wise card. This is an inner sanctuary. So this is the opposite of being impulsive. This is taking a look at your life. There's a certain amount of gratitude and perspective, again, that you have. And then with that, you are going to be rewarded with some kind of new clarity. This could be an epiphany, or it could be just a message that shows up on your phone. But either way, it's clarity. So let's take the same deck of cards and let's unpack this. Okay, what's this Magician card? This is pretty epic. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do this with every reading and I don't always have time, but I'm going to be making this an extended. So if you'd like to go on further, get advice and understand these cards a little more and unpack them, that will be a link in the a link in the description box below. Okay, Four of Swords. What's this Magician? There's our, got Ace of Wands. Nice. Boy, I like some of these messages coming out for you. You're getting, this is a month of discernment, perspective, moving forward with things you feel strong in, and putting the kibosh and leaving things behind that you have not, that confuse you in particular, or that is slow. So we start with this manifesting energy, okay, Virgo? And this is manifesting in an area of what you're committed to and your disciplines, what you believe in, right? So we have a very religious card that symbolizes, this is the Hierophant, and it's carries Taurus energy. And it's about the structure we apply to our beliefs. So that could be around your faith, your religious views, but it could also be your commitments, maybe around work or about the commitments you've made to yourself. So in that area, this is where you're going to have a little bit of a surprise. So you're going to have somebody coming towards you or something. It's going to be an offer. It's an Wands energy. This is coming towards you quick. The Knight of Wands is a very fast knight, and all the knights are messengers. This in particular is probably, it carries a lot of passion to it. It's going to be an offer to join something or start a project, or I always apply the word doing to this. This is a verb type of ace. Okay, there's an action usually required. So we also have this recovery, which I love. So in October, you're going to be recovering in a place, for some of you guys, it's specifically financial. So if you've been feeling broke, your funds have run low, this is a really great sign that despite maybe any disharmony, or if you've been having family issues that have made you feel that either you've been ostracized or they've run you dry. Oh girl, are you doing it? You're gonna mess these up? Okay, no, I got this thing for you. You're going over here. Stay. I love you. Okay, didn't work. I bought it. I bought it just for her and she refuses to sit on it. She just wants to mess up the cards. She's like, if I can't mess it up, she's an Aries, you know? What can I say? I can't, she's gotta have her way. Okay. So yeah, like basically this is either going to be financial or it's going to be relational. And it's either way, been tied to a misalignment in your energies with others. So maybe your family has had some issues, like you guys have run into some hiccups, or maybe even some of you guys are getting a separation and it's running your funds dry somehow, or it's making you feel ostracized. It's making you experience in the past a sense of lack, basically, okay? I want to tell you that you are going to be making a strong comeback. And I say strong because of the Empress. The Empress is very abundant. She's the only pregnant card in the deck to symbolize something so small. Small beginnings can grow so large, okay? So this is just a blip. This was not pleasant to experience, any kind of disharmony in your relationships, disharmony within your family, a sense of scarcity, any of that it sucks, but you're getting out of it. And I think you're coming up very strong. And through this, like I said, you've got kind of this quiet and thoughtful energy of the Four of Swords. Like nothing's impulsive. I think you're very what's the word I'm looking for? You're very intentional with all of it. You're going to be very happy in regards to a partnership. This will be a romantic partnership for some. It will be a creative or business partnership for others. It can, the Two of Cups is a very special connection. And that's because there's truly seeing each other and respecting each other, seeing each other eye to eye, equal compromise, equal give and take. It's a very reciprocal relationship. And this is especially while you're getting that perspective, specifically what you stand by, your convictions. There's a lot of integrity to this combination of cards. And I think it's going to show you sticking by this partnership. It's going to show, and it's going to make you very happy. There's something I feel that you are putting on display. You're putting on display your loyalty for this partnership. And then something is beautiful right here with the Page of Cups. It's something, a little twist, a little flirtiness, a little, it's exciting and it's playful. And it doesn't have to be flirty, of course, because it's not going to be romantic for everybody. But it's like this, it's almost like a childlike joy. And it's where you least expect to find it. So I think that it's definitely connected to this display of loyalty that you have for this partnership. And I'll leave it at that. Now, this is where we get kind of interesting because we have a Seven of Pentacles. And this is that fork in the road where you're getting perspective based on all the things all the effort you've put into something in the past, and you can now see what it turned into, right? It's like planting a seed into the ground, and now you get to see what kind of flower you planted, what kind of plant you planted. And that's where it gets interesting. I need another card. There's this pattern of back and forth or reprioritizing. Like, I think it might be talking about I think this is why you're putting on display your commitment to this partnership, because in the past, there's been a cycle of waffling, of being non-committed. The Devil card with the Two of Pentacles, that back and forth, I don't know. But that Devil is a behavioral pattern that doesn't serve you. It represents also addictions. It represents codependencies, things that kind of bite us in the butt. We feel chained to, but we're not actually a slave to at all. We can break these chains at any time. And this is specifically around the Lovers card. And we got that healing card all over again. So you see, the tarot is being very obvious with us. It's saying, hey, you're taking a look at your history. You're taking a look at actually this seed that you planted is this pattern, is this illusion that you can't move forward in this. And there's some healing. Now, for some of you guys, because roles can be reversed, this is you on the receiving end of somebody's indecision. And either way, the outcome is the same. There's recovery here in a partnership. This relationship is being aligned again. But it doesn't mean that you go completely full tilt on faith alone. And that is why we've got the King of Swords and the Four of Swords. This is like This is about truth. This is about communication. This is about facts. And one cannot ignore the past, the things that have occurred. These are facts, you know. And now there's a difference between your feelings, right, or your personal. Bear with me, you guys. Your perspective on a story, right? And you can have a whole room full of people where something happens, and each person can have a different version of what happened, right? And that's dangerous to call that a fact. So this is what tarot wants you to pay attention to. Contemplate, consider in your own inner sanctuary, quietly. Consider what may be fact versus fiction. What are the solids, right? Because the King of Swords is not an emotional energy. This is an energy around statistics, and it's a very practical, logical energy. It's the energy that an advisor brings into a situation, a lawyer, a surgeon. You know, these are the type of professions that we connect to a King of Swords. So you get the idea. Because, because what's happening is somebody's coming towards you with their heart on their sleeve, lovey-dovey, ushy-gushy, to make a gesture of care towards you. So whether it's romantic care, like, hey, Virgo, I love you, I want to be with you, let's go on a date. Or it's creative in its nature. It's like imaginative, creative, and sensitive in its nature. So Virgo, you're good at this. You're good at this because I mean, I know I'm stereotyping, but that's, you know, that's what we do sometimes. Virgo, you can get down with that lovey-dovey. Oh, yes, you can. But I think that you can also work from a very realistic place, and that of what are facts, and not losing sight of that. Because you want to be in that headspace when this offer comes towards you. And I'll leave it at that. We have a lot of people. There's something you may have been waiting on. This could have been an opportunity. It could be financial. It could be a payment. It could be a promotion. It could be an opportunity, a chance to grow in an area. I need to find out a little bit more before I say anything. What's this? Justice card. Wow, what a great reading you have. This is new knowledge, right? This is clarity. Leaving something behind that you cared about very much at one point, you were emotionally tied to, but leaving for something you feel much more enthusiastically inclined towards. And it's a bit of an unknown, right? What's around the corner for you, but you've been waiting for something for quite a while, and it's finally coming through. And it's interesting because there's two energies here, and right between these two energies, and I say, you know, these could be people. Queen of Swords, there's our facts matter, and the King of Wands, which is enthusiasm, vision of what we want. Like this is somebody, now this is another person. They could be a fire sign. They could be very focused on the future, on their visions, on their ambitions, and delegating jobs to others. This could be a boss. This could be somebody who holds some authority around and confidence around building something for the future, but it's also being bounced against facts around boundaries, around small print, around the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very logical, very practical. It represents, so we've got air here, we've got air signs, and we've got fire signs represented. In between these two is the Justice card. So the right outcome is going to happen. If this is something legal, if this is something contractual, this is, we're not working with floaty land here. We're not working with illusion at all. Seven of Cups energy, we're not working with that. We're working with, hey, what do we want to move forward on? What do we want to be a success with? And where's the small print? Where are the boundaries? What is the outline around that? And you are coming to a balance between these two energies with new information that comes to light in October. I'm going to go on to the extended. We're now at 20 minutes. And if you like longer readings, like I said, if you want to go into advice and unpack this further, come along with me. That will be a link in the description box right below. You might have to expand it to see it. And if this is where I leave you, thank you for being here. And I hope that this is helpful. There was a lot of information. Feel free to share, watch this again. You probably want to watch it again mid-month and see how things are coming along. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.